difficult for the bowlers, but difficult for the batters as well. Talking about Habib Metropolitan Bank, well, they might have also opted to bowl first here today because they also prefer chasing like they did in the semi-final against Chan Foods and chased down 150 inside 18 overs and won that game by 7 wickets. That is flicked in the air. Longon is in place, but he's not going to stop that one. That's a rainy line stroke, this from the right-hander. Just flicking it past that fielder at long on, who also tried his best running away towards his right, but he just timed it too well. And the ball just raced away to the fence. So both the openers have now got a boundary each. After giving away 2 wides early on, has now conceded a boundary. Rashad Khan. Well, a pretty decent first over, but he went for just 2. Once again, tucked away on the leg side. There is a big gap available, and if they can run hard, they can easily come back for 2. And yes, they do. Just get the feeling both these openers are trying to assess the conditions in the first 2. And now they have got their eyes set, they might look to launch big. Once again, trying to hit it straight. It's up and it's over long off. Momentarily, the fielder down there at long off thought he was in a chance of taking that one. But Ali Naki just timed it too well. And here comes the first maximum of the final. He was very unlucky to have conceded a boundary in the previous over when we saw that misfield from the fielder at long on. Apart from that, he has been pretty decent, pretty immaculate with his line and length. This time it's swept away on the leg side. It's into the gap. And we'll have to wait for the umpire's signal. In fact, the arms are aloft, so he timed it way too well on that occasion, Ali Naki. And finally, he has started opening his shoulders. We were just mentioning how well Dabirullah Sheikh bowled in the previous over. But this time it was Ali Naki who took the attack to the bowler and hit him over mid-wicket for a maximum. These are not good signs for the bowling side because now they have started leaking runs and they haven't picked up a wicket as of yet. And Ali Naki looks like he has come out on a mission. He's not going hard at every ball. In fact, he's just waiting for that bad delivery and he's trying to put that away over the boundary ropes. So far, he has managed to do it thrice. He goes for a big shot once again. And he has timed it way too well. One bounce forward, this time past the fielder at long off. There is not much turn available for the spinner, and Ali Naki is making full use of that. A 6 over mid wicket, followed by a boundary straight down the ground. Captain is straight away having a word with the bowler, and we might see another change in the field. Well, with that boundary, Ali Naki also becomes the leading run scorer of this 78 Challengers Corporate Cup. Well, he was at the second position before this match, just needing 2 more, which he did. And now officially he becomes the leading scorer. And guess what? He has got all the time in the world to score more runs because there are still almost 15 overs remaining. And he's got his eye in. He'll be eyeing for another big score today. Works away on the leg side and straight away scampers through a run. So brilliant over once again comes to an end 11. Because then it allows Fahadul Haq to just settle in. This time he decides to go big on the leg side. It's up in the air. Who wants it? The long on is covering around, but he won't get there. In fact, the ball goes over his head and into the fence. So first maximum for the left-hander. And with that, 50 also comes up for Habib Metropolitan Bank. Might have been a top edge, but the ball just kept going over mid-wicket. It's really difficult to spot that ball in the grey skies. Would have been much difficult for the fielder at long on, especially with the sun beating down and running in towards his left. It's never easy to take a running catch. And in the end, it did not even matter because the ball just went over his head. Trying to flick it away. Might have struck the pads on its way through to fielder at fine leg. Leg buys signaled by the on-field umpire. So another decent. Another fumble there from extra cover. Well, it's not the first time. In fact, just couldn't go down to the ball. Even in the second, is batting from the other end to hit straight down the ground since the wind is flowing in that direction. Because if you're going to hit with the wind, the ball is going to travel. Well, was there some bat onto it? The fielder at short third did really well to stop that one with his left foot. No signal from the on-field umpire, so there was they should be looking to make things happen instead of waiting for things to happen. Soneri Bank tries to muscle it. It's up in the air and just past the fielder at long off. Well, look at the strength behind that stroke from Ali Naki. He's a strong player who does not like to use his feet as much. But whenever tries to open his shoulders and tries to hit big, the ball usually travel across the turf. And the fielder at long off wasn't that square either, just had few meters to cover. Once again, sensible batting this from the right-hander. Straight away after getting a boundary, he gets a single towards the leg side. So he's just not allowing the bowlers to get settled. It's picking up a single, getting the left-hander at the other end. It forces the bowlers to change the line of attack and to change the field as well. Slightly shorter, pulled away on the leg side. It's into the gap. Square leg is in place, who does a pretty decent job. The ball went to him at a very decent height. He stopped it. And Fahad gets a single in the process. So scoring at almost 9 and over now. HMB 71 without a wicket after 8 overs. Remaining plenty of batting to come. And both these openers have got their eyes in for a big score. Ali Naki advances and just gets it over extra cover. Won't get a boundary, but you can see his intentions are pretty clear. Inching closer to his personal milestone, Ali Naki, batting on 39. Nicely put away. Brilliant hit this from Fahad. This might travel all the way for 6. Yes, it does. Not a good delivery from Shahid Jamani. Once again drifting onto the pads, and Fahad this time got into the position very early and hit it over backward square leg for a max. It's Arafat Jamil who is now bowling the 11th over of the innings, and he was welcomed with a boundary by Ali Naki. It's the first fast bowler we are seeing operating today in the final. So So that single brings up a 50 for Ali Naki, another one in this 78 Challengers Corporate Cup. And he's showing once again why he's the leading run scorer of this tournament. Slightly short, a chance and taken. Where it was there to be hit, it was slightly short and was wide outside the off stump. He got the room. Just trying to hit that a little too hard, not being able to keep the ball down, and in the end, giving up a simple chance towards short third. So back to back, it's equally exhausting for the batters to just stay out there and bat. He clears the field and he hits a six over square leg. That's an extraordinary stroke from Zishan Farooqi, considering that it was just the second delivery that he was facing. Yes, it was pitched up. Yes, it was there to be hit. Last few overs are around remaining for HMB. How many runs can they score? As he tries to hit it in the air and taken. A really good catch from the fielder at long off, and he's still standing in his place just to confirm it to the umpire that he was very comfortable in taking that. Just a few inches ahead of the boundary ropes, and that's a spectacular take. So once again, the new batter comes in, tries to hit few boundaries, but he loses his confidence and will be heading back to the dugout. So flurry of wickets now in the last few overs for HMB. They have now lost their third with a score on 113. Openers were going pretty strong, but now they have lost 3 wickets, that too in quick succession. And you can now see the pressure building on Ali Naki. He's now standing like a lone warrior, but he needs some support at the other end. A successful over comes to an end from Adnan Server. Just 3 runs and a wicket. It's 114 for 3 after 14. He tries to go big. There is a failure at deep mid wicket, but he's very lucky. He'll get a boundary. Fahad Manzoor. Just 37 runs have been scored in the last 6 for the loss of 3 wickets. So the need to up the ante, Habib Metropolitan Bank. At one stage, they were singles won't matter to them at this stage of the game, as long as they keep on picking up those wickets. As Fahad Mansoor once again tries to go big, long on, won't take that one. Even a jump in the air was not that sufficient for the fielder to take that one. Fahad Mansoor once again tries to clear the field and hits it way over long on for a maximum. So Irshad Khan comes in to bowl the last over, and he has been welcomed with a boundary on the offside. So in between those wickets, Ali Naki got a chance of catching his breath once again. He gets a boundary of the very first ball of the last over, and he today for his side and scored 77. Let's see how valuable that innings it's going to prove to be, as he once again uses his feet, gets it into the gap between long on and mid wicket, and we see a fumble. And Irshad is not pleased whatsoever. He's on his knees because he was expecting a better effort from the fielder at mid wicket. He got down to the ball but still just could not bend at the last moment, and as a result gifted another boundary to Ali, who now moves on to 81 of 61 with the ball still remaining in the innings.